Welcome back to the Alpha Roots podcast, where we don't just talk about history, we extract the raw power from it. My name is Noam.
And my name is Hugo.
And today, we are diving into a beast of a civilization, and one that not most history books talk about today.
That's right.
They damn well should. They damn well should.
They damn well should. Listen, welcome to Nohopia, okay? 5,000 years ago, rising strong in the Genesu region of Asia, okay? These weren't just people, they were proto-alphas. Farmers, warriors, traders, and builders who were all the top of the food chain in their respective crafts. Now, let's talk about the geography. Nohopia wasn't built on luxury, it was built on grit. Settled beside 7 massive rivers. We're talking the lifeblood of the land. These people harnessed nature, not the other way around.
They farmed wheat, millet, barley, the holy trinity of carbs for a civilization that doesn't skip leg day. But don't think that they were attached to the land. They were also pastoralists. Horses, cattle, sheep, and pigs, you name it, they raised it. But not just for pets, for power. Horses were especially important as they were used for pretty much like the transportation and pretty much everything from transportation to like farming, and like they also used them for like crops.
Let's talk about their trading and economy, okay? The Nohopians weren't some isolationist chumps, okay? They built their economy through the Silk Road, specifically through the Central Steppe, okay? They traded with Iranians to the south of them and Siberians to the north of them. Their intricate metalwork and tools, along with their horses and grains, were going like hotcakes. I mean, these things were just flying off the shelves, okay? These skillful trades allowed them to get valuable goods and were able to let their empires thrive. Now, let's talk about the capital. And I'm not making this up, guys. The name was Austinian.
Austinian was placed straight on the largest river in the region, the Lee River. The Nohopians built their home with a sensible and efficient grid layout and a robust drainage system. They were giving modern city planners a run for their money. And right in the middle of the city, a massive ziggurat temple, okay? The spiritual and literal high point of the city. Power in Nohopia wasn't some sloppy monarchy or mob rule, okay? They had a cabinet. Dude. A hierarchy of elites. At the top, the spiritual king, the alpha of alphas. Not just a ruler of men, but interpreter of gods. Then you had the military CEO, the iron-fisted alpha of war and strategy. And rounding it out, a few hand-picked members of the wealthy elite. Because in Nohopia, you earn your spot. And how did these people get their orders?
Okay, so you might not believe this, but this is real. It was through pigeon mail. That's right, an air force of trained birds flying around and giving people their mail. Revolutionary, innovative.
That's efficiency before email.
Now let's talk about some of their laws and their gods, okay? You want to know? Hold on. So, do you want to know what a society truly values? You want to know what that is? Just look at the gods. Okay, the Nohopians worshipped a pantheon of elemental gods that represented elements of nature and society. Okay, some especially important ones and revered ones were the god of the rivers, the god of the horses, and the gods of law and equality. Okay, their laws, you know, some could say based off the Code of Hammurabi, you know, one of the most foundational texts in law history. Okay, eye for an eye, but with brains break the law, you face jail time, fines, or seizure of your hard-earned stuff. And here's the kicker: laws are enforced not by a police state, but by your fellow citizens. Now that's what we call decentralized discipline. Okay, that's what happens when everyone is held accountable.
Don't confuse muscle with ignorance here. The Nohopians recorded history with stone tablets, cave paintings, and oral tradition. Every generation spoke the truth to the next one. Wisdom wasn't locked in libraries, okay? It was hammered into stone and carved into it.
Now listen, they built iron statues, not for vanity, but for reverence. Shrines and temples marked every major settlement. You could walk 5 miles without staring into the eyes of an iron god. These intricate metal statues and statuettes were the finest crafted in all of the land.
And, oh yeah, they discovered the wheel. Not just for wheelbarrows or carts. They built horse-drawn carriages. Think about that. While other people were dragging around their lives on their backs, Nohopians were riding into battle, full throttle, ironclad.
So, what can we learn from Nohopia?
Simple. Build with purpose, trade with strength, worship what matters, and enforce your values. And pass it all on, not just through tech, but through history, legacy, and loyalty.
Nohopia may be gone, but that alpha mindset lives on. That survives in every man who takes responsibility for his or her domain. Until next time, stay sharp, stay sovereign, and build your own awesome world.